We just finished season 2 of Picard. I have a lot of thoughts, so this is going to be a 3-minute video, maybe a little bit less, but I want to talk about this series and what just happened. Spoilers ahead for season 1 and 2. If you haven't watched, please like, follow, and come back later. A little bit of backstory. I watched TNG when I was younger 6 or 7 times. I've watched all the way through the series. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I still remember a lot of the plot points and stuff. And I literally loved all the movies. Star Trek is not my number one fandom, obviously, with my Star Wars and Doctor Who stuff on here, but I still really like it. I was excited for season 1 until the last 10 minutes when they decided to keep Picard around. It was supposed to be a one-off series, but they got so much love off of what they did that they decided to come back with it. So they had to do some lazy writing and yada yada him into a new cybernetic body. So when they announced season 2, I was excited because they announced Q. And Q being the foil for Picard and putting humanity on trial as Picard is an older man after everything he's been through, I was excited for. Also having the Borg being announced in this, I thought was an interesting plot point too, because they're nearly impossible to beat. So we waited until the entire series was over to binge it all in one sitting, and I will tell you that I am not happy. I've never been a big fan of when Star Trek does time travel, even though First Contact is one of my favorite TNG movies. It feels too Doctor Who-y, and the idea of don't go to the hospital, don't deal with cops, don't do all this stuff, and you lay all this stuff out, it just becomes a MacGuffin or Chekhov's dialogue when you know that that's what's going to happen to everybody on this show. Of course somebody's going to have to deal with the hospital or the police, or like they did in this season, ICE. Of course your one Hispanic character on the show gets deported. Star Trek has always dealt with social issues, but sometimes I felt it was a little in our face, which is also something that's very Star Trek, but I was okay with that. But I don't like the tropes that they used. It just felt like simple paint-by-numbers writing. I won't say lazy, because calling it lazy writing is just insulting to the writers who actually worked on it, but it just seemed like simple plot point resolution kind of storytelling. There is some actually really good stuff in here. Patrick Stewart is always really good as Picard, and his journey I really enjoy his journey of self-awareness. Alison Pill is really amazing in this series. She's given a lot more teeth behind her character, depth, and everything that I was really happy with. Brent Spiner is my standout. He proves that he's more than just one character as an actor and needs to be doing a lot more work. Overall, I'm not happy, but I'm glad that we watched it. If you're a deep Star Trek fan, you probably already watched it and looking at this review, but it's okay at best.